Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, it's gonna be a different than my usual one. Not so much about investing, but more on the pillars of investing, which is personal finance and money. In some form or another, investing is a form of personal finance management. Like it or not, it is a habit, a kind of lifestyle that you adapt to. Not something that you do sporadically, but something that you practice throughout your life. And honestly, that got me thinking, how do I get better at investing and managing my personal finance? So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 4 things that I've realized about money after investing my time and energy in search of financial independence. Number 1, if you want to be good at money, you need to eat, sleep, and breathe money. I know it sounds stupid to say things like this, but let me explain to you why. I personally think that it is essential to talk or relate about something if you really want to get good at it. For example, if you want to get good grades, you need to invest your time, you need to put the effort to memorize the formulas, do the tutorials, the assignments, or maybe discuss in a group, and that is how you can get good grades. Or if you want to be good at baking, you need to trial and error. You need to bake, make mistakes, and then you learn from recipes, you learn from people that have better baking experience and skills, and then you get better at it. Or if you want to be a good public speaker, you need to practice your speech. You need to practice and present to your audience, be it in 5 people, 50 people, 500 people, or audience of any size. And that is how those famous public speakers or politicians is able to speak in front of a huge crowd. And similarly, for me to be good at making YouTube videos or be speaking to a camera lens, I know it sounds crazy, but also it is a skill set that I've attained through time, through practice and mistakes that I've made. And I can't even bear to watch my old videos right now, but that just speaks volume of how practice makes perfect. So likewise, if you want to get good at speaking to the camera, you need to practice, practice, and practice. And if you want to be good and natural at getting rich or accumulate your wealth, you need to be talking about money, relating yourself about money, and also thinking about it, because essentially if you think more about it, you will be more cautious of what you spend and how you spend. And like it or not, how you spend, how you save, how you invest will eventually determines the outcome of your wealth. The next thing that I've realized and learned about is time is money. Are you aware that time actually manifests itself in the form of money? I believe if you have a full-time job, you can relate. If you are working 9 hours a day, working for your employee from day to night, and essentially you are solving your employer's problem. And those solutions will actually help the company to make money. Now think, if your boss can handle all of those problems, then there wouldn't be a reason to hire you, right? And that is exactly why, because your boss may not have the luxury of time to solve all of those problems. So in this context, you are actually trading your time to solve your boss's problem for money. So I hope you can see now that money and time, they are somehow interrelated. If you plan to work 9 hours a day for 40 years until you retire at 60 years old, then I want you to think again, because the amount of money that you can earn is only the amount of time that you have until you retire, and maybe just a little bit more from bonus and increments, but that's about it. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, for every hour that you work, you trade for money, and for every hour that you are resting, you are actually earning 0 money. And that is exactly why people started to do freelance jobs or having extra side hustles, because that is where they may earn 10 or 20% extra from their monthly income, and some may even earn more than the income from their day job. So now this is the time for you to rethink how you are going to spend your resting time, because the potential of earning extra income is limitless. And the third thing that I've realized is, money loves to sleep. Yes, money is very lazy. If you are not putting money at work and just letting it sit aside as cash or maybe in the fixed deposit, then you rest assured your money will not grow. And this is exactly why you need to put your money to work for you, or in other words, invest them. By investing your money, you are actually putting your money into a place where there is educated risk, and you will excite the money to work for you, and this is exactly how they will grow as time progresses. One of the world-renowned author, Robert G. Allen, said this: how many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing in saving accounts? I rest my case. Do you get it already? Yes, your money will not grow if you are just putting your money aside into your savings account, and you will just get poorer year after year if you are just letting your money sit aside comfortably. And when you have those huge or unexpected expenses coming into your life, then get ready to say goodbye to your money, because for every dollar that you have, that is the maximum amount that you can spend. Nothing more than that. I know this idea is really hard to grasp, but just imagine one day in life, you're gonna have your family, your kids, your car, your house all ready, and at that point of life, you are gonna be wanting more. And trust me, by the time, you are gonna be searching for ways or alternatives to make more money, and you will realize that investing into stocks is one of the easiest or most accessible ways for you to do that. So why not start now instead of later? The fourth thing that I've realized about money is the more you give, the more you will receive. Logic will tell you, if you want to be rich, you need to be receiving money from someone or somewhere. And for that to happen, someone has to be willingly overpay you money. So here is the question, which donkey will overpay you if you are not providing any form of value? And let that sink in for a moment. Let me explain to you why. Now, let's look at businesses. They can be in the form of banks, restaurants, stores, or whatever. But one thing in common, they all solve problems. Yes, in order to receive money, you need to be solving people's problems and providing them values. If you have a degree or whatever that is, then that is the amount of value or problems that you can solve. If you have more self-taught skills like photography, videography, baking, writing, designing, crafting, or whatever, then there are more problems that you can solve, and with that, more money to be earned. If you are good at photography, you can monetize them in the form of selling stock photos, providing photoshoot services, and whatever. If you are good at video editing, then you can monetize it by providing video editing service. If you are good at baking, you can sell cakes, bakeries, or whatever to earn that extra income. If you are good at writing, then you can write blogs, write articles for websites, do SEO writing, or whatever that may be. Or if you are good at arts, then you can design or create illustrations that will draw attentions to consumers that will eventually allow you to monetize your arts. So really, the sky is the limit. Don't just limit yourself to whatever you have learned in your degree. Go and learn new skills and you will be able to monetize them. Try to understand this. Every skill will have its own value. It's okay for you to not be able to monetize any form of your skills yet. Just try to build a sizable portfolio and a good track record, and trust me, when the opportunity arrives, you will be able to monetize them. So yeah, those are the things that I realized about money that I didn't realize before. I hope this video has inspired you to think and view money differently, and let me know in the comments down below if you have any different opinion, and I'm more than happy to interact with you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay safe during this pandemic, and I will see you in the next one.